Can you see the red dot?
I think we're good.
Okay. Hello, my name is Jason Lovering. I am the founder of FiveRivers. The purpose of FiveRivers even existing is to share our passion for the natural world by delivering innovative environmental solutions. I was lucky enough to be a student at Sparsholt in the late 80s, where I did a fisheries course followed by a gamekeeping course. I think those courses have come a long way since I was there in the late 80s, but I thoroughly enjoyed my time at Sparsholt. After I left Sparsholt, I went travelling around the world and experienced many different environments and jobs, and learned an awful lot by trying lots of different jobs in lots of different countries and environments, and that kind of gave me the confidence to start FiveRivers. So I started FiveRivers in 1996. I was a one-man band focusing on tree surgery and forestry and fencing and landscaping, but also river works. As the time went by, I was able to focus on river restoration, and then with that, slowly I started to get into work into all kinds of different other environments, such as heathland and wetlands and literally all kinds of SSSI type projects. So forward 25 years, or however many years it is, it's 2022 and we're now 60 employees working all over the country in all kinds of different infrastructure and riparian owners still. It's moved on from just river restoration. We're a specialist contractor and consultant and designer that work in all kinds of environments. We have 4 departments within FiveRivers. We have the design team. They will be designing whole new bypass channels or fish passage, and even phosphate stripping wetlands. Then we have the monitoring team, which is Jamie is part of, also an ex-student of yours, that specialise in all kinds of aquatic ecology, whether it's fish rescue or removal or surveying or surveys. It's very varied, but he'll give you a bit more detail in that in a minute. I'm sure you guys are well aware that the environment is very much at the forefront and is all of our future and is incredibly vogue at the moment. It's all over the news when you hear about rewilding. It's the kind of stuff that we've been doing for 20 years already. So I'll hand you over to Jamie, and he'll let you know a bit more about what he does, and also Gina, who's our HR manager. So Jamie, tell us about you and your story and what you do for FiveRivers.
Thank you, Jason. So I was at Sparsholt between 2008 and 2014. I studied the BTEC National Diploma in Fisheries Management, and I then stayed on and did the degree in Agriculture and Fisheries Management. Sparsholt provided loads of practical-based fish experience, and when I joined Sparsholt, I was dead set on working in the fishing and specifically carp fishing industries. After being at Sparsholt for a little while, I quickly learned that there are other career paths relating to fish, not just fishing.
When I was at Sparsholt, the fishery team were just mad carp fishermen. Were you? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah. I wouldn't say I caught many carp, but yeah, I was definitely mad keen. So when I graduated, I then got a job in marine aquaculture, and I worked on a fish farm for a few years. And after a while, I wanted to change career and have a bit more of a positive impact. Specifically in conservation, so I decided to focus on fisheries conservation. So I started to volunteer and put myself out there and gain self-funded tickets and stuff to try and help my career.
So you had to fund those tickets yourself?
Yes, yeah. So I was working in a shop at the time and saving up, and I put myself through my REA power boat and my chainsaw ticket.
So that shows a lot of initiative.
Yeah, it costs a fair bit of money.
And money, yeah.
It costs a fair bit of money. And then in 2017, my CV was picked up by FiveRivers, and I've been here ever since. So here, I mean, I'm an aquatic ecologist, so loads of survey and fishery-based work, loads of electric fishing and seine netting, lots of fish. We see lots of carp, big carp, small carp, big pike, loads of trout. Yeah, lots of hands-on fish and fishery-based work. We also do other survey work like aquatic inverts and water quality and plant surveys and habitat surveys and that kind of thing as well. So lots of surveys around lakes and rivers. And we work all over the country, based in Salisbury, but we work down in Kent, in London, up in Wales, big rivers, small rivers, big lakes, reservoirs, all sorts of bits.
What about your journey with FiveRivers? I mean, when you came, you mean you're doing a different job for FiveRivers now?
Yeah, so when I started, I was an assistant ecologist, and I progressed on to being an aquatic ecologist, so going out in the field and leading the teams and leading the surveys and collecting the data. And I'm now an environmental consultant, so I'm now in the office.
So you're desk-bound now?
Desk-bound now, yeah, desk-bound.
So do you miss the hands-on?
Definitely, yeah. Definitely miss seeing the fish every single day.
Yeah.
Jamie, you told us that you had to self-fund some certificates before you started with FiveRivers. What certificates have you achieved since working for us?
So lots of boring ones like health and safety stuff, so your CSCS, your
You can't say boring in front of Gina.
Health and safety, so working at height, that's what, less exciting. And also survey and fisheries based stuff, so electric fishing, fish ID, river habitat survey, that kind of qualification as well, so it's been a big mix.
And what's been the most fulfilling part of your working life with us?
Definitely going out. We do a lot of work where we do surveys pre and post restoration work, so you see the river as it is and you collect the data. You then get the other side of the company come in and do the river restoration work, and then we then go back a year later and collect more data, and in that data you can clearly see the positive difference that both the surveying and the restoration work has. So it has to be that, yeah.
Fantastic.
So yeah, I will hand you over to Gina now.
Thank you, that's really, really interesting. So I'm here to talk to you about how to get involved and how to find out about future careers at FiveRivers. We have a range of different vacancies, and although the guys here have told you about the more practical side of things, the hands-on doing roles, we also have a number of administrative roles that are available throughout the year. So Jason talked about the different teams that we have. We have a business services team, which is all administrative work, so departments like HR and health and safety. But the project teams, the ecology teams, the river restoration teams also need administrators, so project managers, health and safety specialists, and so on. All of the vacancies that we have are advertised on our website, so that's the best place to go and check out the vacancies. We are also hoping to offer apprenticeships this year, so do keep an eye on what's available, because we would love to be able to bring in some fisheries apprenticeships and some construction-based apprenticeships. So when you are applying for a role with us, the first thing you will need to do is fill in an online application form, and this is your opportunity to make a good first impression. Completing this application form and showing us the passion that you have for the work that we do is really going to get you noticed.
What do you think the qualities are that we need?
Well, 100% passion, you know, engagement, dedication, hard working, you know, which comes into our values, which I'll talk about in a second.
So get your qualification, but more important,
be interested, be passionate.
Enthusiasm, passion.
Love for fish. I have never worked somewhere where people love fish as much as they do at FiveRivers. You know, but it's more than that. It's about making a difference. You know, I come to work to do a good job, to make a difference, to help these guys to deliver their roles, to make a real difference to the environment. And I think that that's a really important thing to have, you know, as a quality when you're joining us. You know, certainly flexibility, adaptability, you know, willingness to learn. Those are all key qualities as well. So once you've put your application form in, the hiring manager will have a read through of all the CVs, and again, this is why you need to stand out, because if we've got a high volume of applicants, then yours needs to be one that we notice. You would then be invited for interview. either via Teams or Zoom initially, and then face to face. And again, this is your opportunity for us to meet you. You know, as Jason said, the qualifications are key, but it's about the people. You know, we've got a real family feel culture here, and we really like to bring in people that are going to be passionate and dedicated and driven and help us to achieve our purpose. So as I mentioned a second ago, our company values are absolutely core within everything that we do.
We did a lot of work to get our values, didn't we? It's like, we all had a vote in the company, trying to decide what our values should be. Quite frequently you get a company and you'll see on the wall, you know, respect, trust, account, you know, whatever. It's like, you know, they're a given. But you know, if you want to explain our values a bit more?
Absolutely. You know, yes, we need to have trust. You know, yes, we need to have accountability. But Jason's absolutely right. What we want people to really see, we've created images, and the first value is around team working. So we demonstrate that as a honeybee. We are all honeybees, all working together to achieve a common goal. So that's our first value. The second value is peatland. It's demonstrated as peatland because it's all around sustainability, creating a low carbon environment for a sustainable future, which is at the core of all of the work that the teams do.
Maybe Jamie, you want to give us our third?
So our third one is BEAVER, which stands for environmental improvements, because environmental improvements are hardwired into our DNA. I believe I got that right.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I think the BEAVER is a potential competitor of ours. I think he's going to maybe put us out of business in the future. So yeah, but literally, you know, in everybody in FiveRivers, you know, environmental improvements are hardwired into our DNA. We want to make a difference. We want to improve things.
Absolutely, and that isn't just for the guys that get to do it, you know, practically in the river, or you know, doing the data collection for the surveys, removing the fish. You know, it's for all of us in the office-based roles. You know, we're all here to try and make a difference, and we all work together to achieve that. So if you would like more information on anything that we've talked about, the website is a really great place to go. So do check that out. There's a careers page where you can find all of our vacancies. We're also really active on social media. So we've got a good social media following through LinkedIn and Facebook. And we've got a very active Instagram page. There it is, the youth page. So
are you trying to say you're a bit old school?
Yeah, a little bit. Instagram's fairly new, so please do check us out. Do give us some likes and follows. But if you would like to have a conversation with me personally about anything we've discussed, then do feel free to get in touch.
So I think that's about it. So yeah, hopefully look forward to maybe some of our paths crossing in the future. Yeah, and follow us on social media. So thanks very much for your time. I wish you all the best of luck in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Take care.